Hi friends, welcome to iShoes DIY. Today we will design a necklace using Ggc'sTreasureBag for the month of January 2023, and I have been working with these beads. I still have a lot. We have finished already 2 necklaces. I'm gonna see how many necklaces I come up with this box. So this finding, we got 3 of them in the box, and I'm trying to connect these two. I didn't take a video because I wasted quite a lot of wire, and I wasted a lot of head pins to actually come up with the proportion that it actually fits. So I added these heart beads and then these elongated beads that we got from the stash, both of them. I tried to use the different beads that we got this one, we got this one, the hematite ones. See, I have made loops here and I have kept it here. I've tried to use this one. Quite a lot of things I tried to use, and finally I could figure out something which I can work with. Is this the center one? Is just the heart bead on a head pin. Just this. Take it on a head pin, make a similar loop on the other side and connect it for the center piece. Then the second one right next to it is a heart and this elongated bead. It's transparent on one side and then the silver coating on the other side, followed by a heart. Okay, this is the one I did for the second one. And for the final link, what I did was the same, but added 2 of the hearts in the middle, and then an elongated bead, and then a heart bead, heart crystal. This is what I tried with the hematite, I tried with spacer beads, I tried with different beads. It didn't work, but this one works. So this is what we are going to do. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all of this, open this eye pin. See, if you can see here, there's a small gap, so I tried to fill that gap in first by swinging back and forth like how you would open and close a jump ring, and then open it up. Okay, add it here to one end of this loop of this connector, and then close. Okay, this is how you would add everything. So add a heart bead, the elongated one, the heart one, then a heart, then an elongated one, then a heartbeat. And then, so you need the loops to be parallel to each other. So hold it like that, okay, and then bend it to 90 degrees. Okay, snip off the excess wire. You just need about a centimeter or so to make a loop. So regular loop, not big, not small. Okay, regular loop. Make the loop. Okay, and then open this loop up. You come over here. Okay, and then see this, how it will sit. It will sit like this. So you need to go from back to the front. So it's just kind of little bit difficult to maneuver, but you can do it. So and try and see this, if it works. You will know for sure if it works or it doesn't work. Something different in this and this that makes this longer. First of all, what we can do here is keep this there and see if it actually fits. It does. So you take it, I would like to open up this way. It was a hassle actually to put together, but I really like this design. I wanted to do it, so why not, right? Try our level best to do this. I even tried to wrap it up with wire, like the wrap loop. I tried that as well, but that was also complicated. Once you get that, just kind of, you know, there we go. So you can adjust it once you get it in there, then you can adjust. You can make the loop nice and neat, nice and closed and stuff like that later. But we got the pendant connected, the two pendant connected. You can just connect it like this, and then you can do this. I'm gonna try and do something like this or this maybe, but I like the contrast like this. And then maybe one more pendant here. We can try and do that. Is what my thought process was. So I kind of like that style, so I'm going to do that. So we have this chain also with the box. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to connect these. Whether I should leave it like this or should connect the entire thing is something that I want to decide later. First I will design the chain. So for that, anyways, we will connect the chain first. So for that, what we can do is I have here some 22 gauge wire in this hematite color. So I'm gonna take this. This is nice and flexible. I think this is a dead soft wire. I'm still not clear about all the configurations of different wire and their temperament and stuff, because my sources is limited. I just pay for all of my raw materials, so it's kind of difficult to buy all the brands and figure out what it is. But this Hidi and Hildy and Joe, right, this brand I think is Joanne's brand, and I always feel that Joanne's brand 18 gauge wire is the best I have so far worked with. And they were soft as well, so this is also soft wire. So we are going to use anyways this hard crystal. We have used this hard crystal, so I'm gonna use this here as well. So right, this is good. And let's take the wire, leave about say an inch or so, and then we are going to do a wrapped loop. Okay, so you can see if you want to do this immediately from here, or just add some chain and then do it, is what I want to think about. Say if we do it here, which we can, right? No, I like the chain to be there. Then I will connect this to the chain. I'm thinking I will add 2 chains, just to have like the sturdier thing, So what I'm gonna do here is this chain is anyways, we can open it as well, what I feel, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to connect it to the chain and then do a wrapped loop. And then snip off that excess wire. And then bend this wire right here. I'm still working with the spool. I didn't cut it off. It's just how I work. I really like to work with the spool. See, I left the heartbeat. So that now I know for sure how much I need for wrapping. Now I can cut it. And then actually without any problems, we can just do this wrap loop first. I know we have to add chain, but we can do it later, because this chain is like something that you can open and close, which is a good thing in one way and which is not a good thing in another way. That means in some cases we need soldered wire, so that if we are connecting a chain to a beading wire, I would prefer that because that's much more secure. So here we go. So I am going to measure this because we don't want it to be, uneven lengths. So we can measure about, say, 2 inches or less than that, maybe 1.5 inches. Let's do 1.5 inch. That is this right here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open this chain link. So you need 2 sets of pliers to do that. I like to use my bent nose pliers for this purpose. You can use another pair of chain nose pliers. See how we took it off? Then again, I'm going to add it here because I said I'm going to use 2 chains. Double the chain. I'm going to double the chain for our project. So open this up and make sure this link is closed. Right? Give it a press. Just like that. Okay, now it's connected. Now this is how much chain I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come over here and see. This is the link I need to open. You can also use this tip of this bent nose pliers. There we go. We just keep that link right there, and I want to connect this here to this. So you can either connect it like this. It will be a longer chain if it is like that, or can do that. Maybe I'm still contemplating as to what I will do. Yeah, because if I have the chain right here, so this has to come up, it doesn't have to come down, but this elongated piece I want it down, so that means this will be very long is what I'm thinking. Not really, so I can do it. So we need some basically some jump rings in gunmetal, and then I'm gonna cut more of this chain in this length so that I can have different pieces over the year. So that I want to do. This part you can actually do with chain as well. So I will come back and cut more chain and then see you guys back. Friends, I did one more just like the one that we did, but then I connected the one that we did with a jump ring to here, and then I did I used the eye pin and made this connection as well. I did a loop on both ends and I did this connection. Let me show you guys. It's simple. It's like a thicker gauge jump ring. I have an 18 gauge jump ring out here, and I am just going to take this and use my pliers. We need 2 sets of pliers to open and close a jump ring. There is also a jump ring opener. It's like a ring that you can actually use it, but I feel this to be the more effective way to open and close the jump ring easily. So I'm just going back and forth because I want those to be connected rather than, you know, see this. I just have to manipulate it so that it just meets, both the ends meets properly with each other, and then I open it up just like back and forth and not this way, because if you open it this way you will distort the round shape. So all you need to do is add, you can also add the chain to the same jump ring, but I wouldn't want that. I want this chain, a necklace, to be free flowing, so that's why I want 2 jump rings. And then you can take these 2 chains and kind of drop it down and then add the jump ring. Once you add one, move that up and then go ahead and add the other one too. It's a nice big jump ring. I don't have a smaller jump ring of this gauge. I do have a thinner gauge, smaller jump ring in gunmetal size, but I don't have the thicker gauge one. So it's okay to use a bigger one, but I want it to be safe, so I just use this. See, make sure the jump ring is completely closed, otherwise the chain will get off, and that's not okay. You need to make sure your piece is safe and secure. There we go. Once you have that down, I still have couple more pieces, 4 more pieces of the chain that we cut, the same length. I cut it and kept it. So this is what we have so far, right? It's a long pendant. I really like the way this pendant is turning out to be. So for this part, I wanted to use this. So we need head pin for this purpose. I'm gonna use this head pin, and so it just this dangle also will do good. But if you want to add something else to it, you can do that. But I think that this dangle would do because we have so much over there. So I'm just going to take my pliers, okay, and then make sure bend it to 90 degrees. Take your wire cutters and snip off the excess wire. Take your round nose pliers and make that loop. Okay, make sure the loop is proper and closed and everything, so we can open it up and add it to this center loop in the finding and then close it. Once you have that down, we need to figure for the rest. So for the rest of these, I am going to go ahead and use these hearts as well, and maybe use these beads also, right? So maybe this one right here, just checking whether it looks good or not. So we need to have the entire picture because this, as I said, this is a long necklace, so we need to make sure it looks good either way. Let me just move everything up so that we can have a clear picture of what we are working with. Does this look good? I'm still thinking. I wanted to add this black one. This black one is really good. This dark color one. So if I take these two, these ones, we have an entire strand, and there is something else we can do as well, like these. Feel this to be really nice, but we will have to use this at some point of time because we do have it over there, so we need it. So I'm thinking we shall do this. More head pins. Let me try keeping both of them and see which one looks good, right? Some reason this doesn't want to go through. This kind of matches, but I can't do a different one here. Let's see. It's better to do these so that we can tie everything together. Bend it to 90 degrees. Take your pliers and snip off the excess. Save those teeny tiny bits. It will be useful if you are looking for a smaller eye pin for just one bead or so. Just make this loop and let's see, let's say if we can get this here. Will it look good? Actually it does. Why not, right? We can do that. That way we will tie in all the beads that we are using, which is a good thing. So go ahead and bend this wire, snip it off, take your round nose pliers and make a basic loop, just like that. Open it up, add it to the second loop of the finding. We totally have 5 loops that we need to fill it up. So open this up and add it to this, making sure the opening comes in the back of the finding so that when you look at the pendant in the front you will not see that opening. I kind of like how this turned out to be. I'll finish these 2 sides and come back. I finished one side and I really like the way this turned out to be. And one thing I wished I would have done it differently was include more black beads here itself, but as you guys know, this took like half a day of my time, So here we go, we shall finish the other side as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is open up the loop in the chain. We had 2 more cut, right, about say 1.5 inch. Open that up, add it to this, and then close. You can add a jump ring if you want, but you can also use the chain links if you can. So I always try to use that first, and then if I'm not able to, then I go for the jump ring. Open it up and add. Then once I add that, I need to connect one more with this. So I have here my 22 gauge wire. You can use 24 or 20, it's totally up to you. So I'm gonna use this with some of these darker color roundel beads that we have. So these roundel beads also came in the box, so we have quite a lot of bead strands here that we can work with. So this is what it is, and then I'm gonna make a wrap loop. So before closing the loop, I just want to open this up a little bit and then add these 2 chains to that. So always try to hold it down like this. And then add. Okay, once you do that, take your pliers, hold it like this, and then make a couple of wraps. Doesn't have to be a lot, as much as you want. Snip off the excess, make sure you tuck the tail in or cut it really close. Move all the beads down, and then I will cut it about say here. That's more than enough for my wrap loop here. Okay, before closing that loop of mine, I have here a small piece again. I just wanted this necklace not to be a long one, just like an 18-inch one or so, and this one happens to be 2 inches. Okay, you can have as big or as small as you want, because we already have this much, so we don't need as much. So take this and add. You can also open up the link in the chain and add it, but this way I don't have to do it twice. There we go. And then hold it and make your wrap and tuck that tail in. Take your time and tuck the tail in, otherwise it will definitely catch on to clothes. It will rub against your skin, it might poke you. That's that. Then finally I have a jump ring, a small jump ring right here to attach my one end of the clasp. It's I think 3mm jump ring, I guess. So take it, open it up, and this is my other end of the toggle, and then the end of this chain, and then close your jump ring shut, back and forth, and close it. You can also add couple of jump rings. So I think I'm done with this design. You can add more if you want to, It's a versatile pattern. You can add more, like how you can add is this is what I made, but you can add chain right here coming from this loop down there. You can add a chain and then hang some over here, but I really like the way this looks right now. As you guys can see, it's very pretty. And here, as you guys can see, this is how the necklace is. So I like this necklace a lot, and I feel that it is very nice and dressy at the same time, a little bit skinnier as well. So I hope you guys like this video too. If you do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications. I do upload videos couple of times a week. If you really like it, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow, because YouTube brings up the video, and it will promote it to other people so that they can also watch. And don't forget to share this channel with your friends and family who are interested in jewelry making. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.